All right, I think we're ready. So again, Happy New Year, students. Ninth grade Panthers, thank you for joining us this morning for your first class meeting for the new semester. And I do applaud those of you who signed on when I opened up the meeting at 8:45 this morning. So thank you for being on time. Of course, I am Principal Miss Allen, and I want you to know that I believe in you. It is a brand new year, 2021, and I need each of you to keep moving forward towards accomplishing that goal that we discussed at the beginning of the year. I heard you ask, what is the goal, Miss Allen? Well, let me remind you, the goal is to graduate from high school in 2024. How do you get there? Pass your classes so you can earn course credit. Let me say that again. I need you to pass your classes. So today, the purpose of our time together is to remind you of a few expectations and share some tips to help you pass your classes and earn course credit. Now, I realize that virtual or remote learning is different and learning completely at home is challenging. However, at GCHS, we are fearless Panthers who persevere. We don't give up, we give our best, and we are leaders. So I'm counting on each one of you to do your best, to make good choices, and meet the expectations to pass your classes. I need you to listen very carefully this morning as I share some expectations with you for second semester. Number one, I need you to be on time for your live Zoom sessions so you can be counted present. You must also be an active participant during the class. Number two, on Wednesday, like today, it is remote learning. You don't have the class Zoom sessions, but your teacher may ask you to attend an individual or small group session for extra help. To be counted present, you must complete the question of the day for each of your classes by 1 p.m. Yes, 1 o'clock p.m. So make sure you complete the Google Forms today. Number three, I need you to participate in your Zoom class. We have the best teachers in the nation working right here at Granville Central High School. Your teachers spend lots of time preparing lessons for you that are informative and interactive. You must participate by unmuting your mic to speak when asked. Type responses to questions in the chat box and complete the interactive activities. You also can turn on your camera so the class feels more like being here at school. It allows you an opportunity to connect with your teacher and see your classmates when you have your camera on. Number four, listen carefully. You must turn in all work on time. Young people, the teachers have to assign work to check for your understanding and mastery of the concepts. If you choose not to complete your work, you leave your teachers no choice but to give you a zero. Zeros lead to failure, which leads to not graduating on time. I need all of you to understand that the teachers have been very flexible as much as they can, and they are here to help you. However, the choice is yours to pass your classes. This semester, we are expecting for you to turn your work in by the due date. Please note, if you do not turn in your work on time, you only have 10 days to submit late work. And realize that teachers may deduct points when you don't turn your work in on time. All right, number five, my last point for today, I need you to ask for help. Your teachers want to help you, but you have to communicate to them what you need. If you don't understand an assignment, ask for help. Teachers have office hours that you can schedule an appointment to meet with them. And again, it's all about choice. You have to ask, you have to participate, and you have to do your best. You have to put forth your best effort to complete those assignments and make sure they're turned in on time. You also must check your email. What are we going to do? We will help you. We will guide you. And we are committed to supporting you as you work to pass your classes to graduate in 2024. We are all in this together, ninth graders. Miss Allen, yes, I believe in you and I am counting on you. Thank you for your attention this morning. Please keep these expectations in mind as we start a new semester. This morning, you're going to also hear from your assistant principals. And next up is Mrs. Hellner, who is your assistant principal over curriculum and instruction. Mrs. Hellner?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's hard to follow up Miss Allen. She made a lot of good points, probably some of the same things that I would be going over with you. With regard to academics, the biggest piece is you need to keep up. I'll reiterate what Miss Allen kind of went over. You need to check your email every day. You need to keep in contact with your teachers. You need to participate in your classes, and you need to turn your work in on time. Those are the important points. If you're struggling, please reach out. We have a lot of opportunities for you to reach out. In addition, if you are doing really well and you would like to share that ability with someone else, I am going to begin putting together some peer tutoring opportunities. So if you are interested in being a peer tutor, please reach out to me and let me know. If you think you would like to participate in peer tutoring because you need some extra help in a class, also reach out to me and let me know. You may be voluntold for peer tutoring. If I may reach out to you, if I see you struggling in a class or a teacher sees you struggling in a class, and have you guys get in touch with me with regard to peer tutoring. There are lots of other tutoring opportunities, one-on-one time with your teachers, which is available for Wednesdays, their office hours, and the asynchronous time. It's your responsibility and it's your job to take ownership for your learning. And we want you to be participatory. We want you to participate in your classes. And that means that you will respond in chat boxes. You will unmute yourself and answer questions. You will participate in GIM kits. You will participate in whatever activity that your teachers are asking you to participate in. That's part of the learning process. We don't do that just because we want to. We're doing that because that's part of how you can learn and how you will succeed academically. Those of you who missed your state exams in December will be receiving an email from me probably today with regard to when you will be taking those exams. So if you have questions about it, you're always welcome to email me. And good luck this semester because we do believe in you. Next up.
Good morning, Panthers. Yeah, Mr. Water here. I can tell you firsthand for ninth graders, I know it's been a challenging time for you, especially for you changing from middle school to high school and you not being here. It's going to be a challenge for you. But we want to assure you that we are here for you. Okay. Always remember about our success. Our success here at Granville Central High School is measured from your success. And with that being said, we want to do everything possible for you to be successful. Now, how can we do that? We have to be in communication. We have to have that communication, okay? So you have to be in class, you have to attend, you have to communicate that anything that is going wrong or not quite right or confusing, you need to let someone know. Let your teachers know in the chat box or send an email. You can send an email to me, okay? My job, one of my primary jobs is student services, and I'm here to help you to be successful, okay? Always remember that. We want you to be successful because remember again, we are measured for success on your success. Okay. So attendance is mandatory and you need to be in attendance so you make sure that you know what's going on. Be attentive. Don't just cut the camera on, excuse me, go into Zoom class, cut your camera off and start playing video games or what have you, doing other things, go back to sleep and all that. That is not helping the situation. That is not helping the situation. We need you to be attentive. We need you to be participants. We need you to be engaged. All right, ask questions. Uh, Participate in what the teachers got going on. Okay, I've been in a lot of classrooms, and your teachers have done a marvelous job preparing work, and academic curriculum for you to participate in. So they need you to participate. Okay, emails. Our primary source of communication with you is going to be emails. Okay, so we need you to check your emails at least 3 times a day, once in the morning, midday, and then afternoon. Okay, in the morning, midday, afternoon. Okay, just check it because that's the only way really we can fully communicate with you at one time, either one of us. Okay, and then reply when needed. Don't just read it, disregard it, and then say, okay, well, I'll get back to it. Reply when needed. Okay, so again, we are here to help you. We want you to be successful because your success is our success. Okay, conflict and social interaction. Okay, uh, for you being ninth graders, I didn't was able to give you my whole speech, especially at the beginning of the school year. But the one B word that I am not comfortable with, and will get a rise out of me, meaning upset and anger, is bullying. Okay, and in this situation where we are, especially with virtual learning, cyberbullying. Okay, putting stuff in chat, uh, throwing stuff over to social media and all that kind of stuff with each other, talk about wrong stuff and being rude, picking on people and all that kind of stuff. We're just not going to tolerate it. And law enforcement has some good tools that we could trace stuff through technology. So we do not tolerate any bullying at all. Okay, and if we find out or it's been brought to our attention, we're going to investigate and we're going to take action. We're going to do that. Okay, so please let's refrain from doing that because we're all here to work together to be successful. Okay, and here are the 4 types of bullying. I'm not going to read everything to you, but physical, of course, but we're not here to be physical, but verbal, social, and cyber. We can all do that through social media and on these computers. So please refrain from picking at one another, DM one another, throwing threats and all that, because technology does leave a blueprint that we could, a footprint, let's say that, a footprint that we could probably trace where it's coming from and get to the bottom of it. All right. So let's all work together to be successful so Granville Central High School can be successful. All right. Happy New Year again, Panthers.
Thank you, Mr. Waddy. Next, Coach Noel.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Coach Noel. I am the driver's ed instructor. I do see in the chat box you have a couple questions, and hopefully by the time I go through this slide, I have some answers, but if not, my email and contact is there at the bottom if you need to contact me. So first we'll touch base about the classroom part. We will do a classroom part. It will start, I would assume, late January. I don't have an exact date yet, but we will send a call home like we did the last time, and that seemed to be a good way to communicate because I had a good deal of signing up. It will be a virtual class. It will be a Zoom link every day. We did a good job in the fall with that. Some of you guys took that, and we're moving on to the driving part. You have to pay the $65 prior to taking that class now, and that can be brought here to the school, and we can get you a receipt and get you a book for that class, and that'll cover the class and the driving part. The driving part will be offered during the day, before school, after school. Right now we're all virtual, so we'll have to, be patient as we work you guys in, and meet a couple other instructors will help me with that. So we'll we'll get that going. If you have already paid and you haven't taken the class, I see a question there. Yes, just wait for the sign up. The sign up will be online and it'll be done through a Google form, and you guys will just sign that up and you'll be admitted to the class and you'll get sent the link for the class. Again, when that date is out, we will make sure a phone call goes home to everyone confirming that. For you guys who have already taken the class, you've already paid this, like I said, be patient as is, it's myself and I do have a little bit of help, but it's a great deal of you guys, and I will try to get you in based on your birthdays with the older ones first. So if your birthday is in April or May and you turn 15, then just be patient as we're virtual and I don't have you face to face. So, we have to set up times to drive. So just be patient and thank you for working with us. If you do have a question on this stuff, like I said, you can contact me at the school, or the email is probably the best way to contact me. So I can just shoot you an email back, and feel free to email me and I'll answer your questions on that. Also, I'm the athletic director. I will spend some time talking about athletics. As you see, our athletic calendar has changed. We have had some sports now here at Granville Central and throughout our county and state, and we've done a really good job of staying safe and having games and doing very well. Our cross country and volleyball seasons actually wrap up this week, so we've got almost through one season, and our basketball season games start this week. Now, coming into this new semester, if you guys would like to participate in one of the upcoming sports, there will be some workouts coming up and announcements, and check in your email about that. Our soccer season trials actually start Monday, January 11th. You must have a physical as well as completed the courses. It's a couple of forms you have to complete prior to trying out, and all those forms can be found on our school website under the athletic tab. Very easy to get to and fill out. Not a problem there. Football tryouts or practice will begin on February 8th. Our golf and soccer and softball female soccer and softball seasons will begin on March the 1st, and then we will wrap up the spring semester with baseball, track and field, and wrestling. Right now, we don't offer men's and women's tennis. If something changes before, we will let you know, but we just don't have anywhere to facilitate that. So right now, we'll offer in the spring our golf, our female soccer and softball, and then baseball, track and field, and wrestling. Same thing. If you have any questions regarding athletics, give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to answer those questions.
Thank you, Coach Noel.
Yes, ma'am.
Our school counseling department, Mrs. Bierman, Ms. Breaker.
All right, so your school counselors are based upon your last name. So Mrs. Bierman is your counselor if your last name begins with A through K. Ms. Breaker, if your last name begins L through Z. And Mr. Brown is the college advisor. He typically works with our 11th and 12th graders, but is still available if you have questions. Before I go any further, I'm going to ask you all to please refrain from typing in the chat box. You can't hear the information and focus on the information if you are conversing with each other in the chat box. Whether you're conversing in English or Spanish, please understand that some of us actually do speak Spanish fluently and we can read what you are writing. So please stop typing and listen, because you will send an email later saying that you didn't hear the information. So it's important that you're focused and you're hearing what we're saying so that you don't have these questions later. High school is very different from middle school. You will not just automatically be promoted to the next grade. You have to earn credits. And in order to earn credits, you have to pass classes with a 60% or higher, whether you're taking those classes through Granville Central, North Carolina Virtual Public School, or Granville Online. You have to pass these classes with at least a 60% to earn course credit. You need a total of 28 credits to graduate from high school. That's 4 in English, math, and social studies for 12 credits, 3 credits of science, that gives you 15, 1 credit of health and PE, that's 16, plus 12 additional classes or electives, that gives you a total of 28 credits to graduate from high school. This is your course of study. This is typically what your schedule will look like over the 4 years that you are in high school. As freshmen, you are taking,
All right.
as freshmen, you are currently taking English 1 or have taken English 1 first semester, Foundations of Math 1 first semester. Math 1 would be this semester if you passed Foundations, World History, Earth and Environmental Science, Health and PE, and 2 electives. There are some students who have taken high school courses when they were in middle school, so this kind of is a little bit different for you, but for the majority of you, what you see under freshmen is what your classes look like. Please know that there are no second semester schedule changes. Any changes that happen for second semester schedules are based upon if you failed a course the first semester. And so, for example, if you failed foundations, you can't go into Math 1. Or if you are a repeat freshman and you failed world history, you can't go into American History 1. So every core course has a sequential course behind it. So it's important that you pass your core courses so that you can go to the next core course. You cannot move on without the proper number of credits, and I'll tell you what those credits are in a couple of minutes, in a couple of slides. Next slide. So in high school, every grade is worth a quality point. So if you earn an A in a course, it's worth 4 quality points, a B is worth 3, a C is worth 2, a D is worth 1, and you get absolutely nothing for an F. That means you failed and you have to retake it. If you're taking an honors course, you would add an extra half a point. And if you're taking an AP level course, you would add an extra 1 point. So for example, if you got a B in an AP class, you would get 4 points instead of 3. Or if it was an honors class and you earned a B, you would get 3.5 instead of 3.0. These quality points, you can go to the next slide, create your grade point average. Now that first semester is over, once your grades are stored, you will now have a high school GPA. If you took high school courses in middle school, you got credit for those courses, but it did not count towards your GPA. Once you get a GPA, you then get a class rank, and your class rank is based upon your GPA. So the higher your GPA, the higher your rank. Next slide. So this is when we talk about promotion. Just because you're in 9th grade does not automatically mean you go to 10th grade next school year. In order to go to 10th grade, you have to earn 6 credits, and one of them has to be English 1. If you do not earn an English 1 credit and you have earned 6 credits, you will not go to 10th grade. I'm gonna say that again. If you get 6 credits and one of them is not English 1, you will not go to 10th grade. That will mean you may have to take it in summer school. Some of you who failed English 1 last semester may have been placed back in English 1 this semester. We're giving you another chance to get it right. Please take advantage of the opportunity that you are given, because we typically do not allow students to go back into English once you fail it for the school year. You have to wait the next school year. So it's very important that you're paying attention to the number of credits that you earn. To promote to 11th grade, you need 12 credits, including English 1 and 2. And then to promote to 12th grade, you need 20 credits, including English 1, 2, and 3. So you can fail, you could have failed some classes last semester, but again, remember, you need a total of 6 to get to 10th grade next school year. Next slide. So as your school counselors, we offer these particular services. We offer academic, personal, social, and career counseling. There is a confidentiality rule. Anything that you discuss with your school counselor stays between your school counselors unless there's some indication of you wanting to harm yourself, harming someone else, or someone else harming you. In those cases, we do have to break confidentiality. We will let you know that we're breaking confidentiality. However, legally, we have to. So oftentimes, every school year, there's always someone who thinks it's funny to say, oh, I want to kill myself. Yeah, don't do that. Because it's not funny. And then 2, we will have to actually do a suicide assessment. So it's very important that you take these things seriously. However, if you do feel like, you do want to harm yourself, if you do feel like you are stressed or you are depressed or you are sad or you need some type of assistance, please reach out to your school counselors. That's why we are here. We are available to help you. Attendance is very important. If something's going on, please reach out to let us know. You have a grade level haiku page, and that haiku page lets you know um, an array of information, so many things that are there to assist you. So please make sure that you take the time to review your grade level haiku page. What is very similar but also very different in middle school is registration for next school year. We will begin that very soon, and that is when you will be picking your classes for next school year. It's important that you are picking classes that you actually want to take, because we do not do schedule changes unless it is absolutely necessary. To make sure that you're staying in communication with us, please join the Remind group. We send out texts every so often about things that are happening. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can go to your assigned counselor's appointment book. And those are also the codes for joining the Remind. And one thing that's not on here, we will have extended office hours. Each counselor will have an extended office hours day. Mrs. Bierman will have an extended office hour day on Tuesday, and Ms. Breaker will have hers on Thursday. And that means that we will be available 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. as opposed to when the school day ends at 4 or 3:30 for you guys. That's it. Mrs. Bierman, did you want to add anything?
Not really, just, so I know there are those of you, well, I don't know so much freshmen, but I know a lot of students are working and that kind of thing. There may be a time when your parent wants to speak to us and your parent is just not available between 8 and 4. So they kind of need to do like 5:30, and that's why we wanted to go ahead and have at least one day a week where, either you guys or your parent could set up a meeting with us if they really need to, but they're just, not available between 8 and 4. But I do want to say too that we are always available via email. We do get many, many emails a day, so please be patient with us. But especially now when we're in Plan C, Ms. Breaker and I may not be reporting to campus every single day. So to be honest, email is probably the better way to go as opposed to leaving us a voicemail at school. Would you agree with that, Ms. Breaker?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I just wanted to make one quick point too, for those of you who, even if you do not promote to 10th grade next year, I want you to understand that all is not lost. It is not like it is in middle school where if you do not promote, you have to take all the same classes over. In high school, you move on in the core areas where you have passed the class. So let's say this year, God forbid, you should only pass English 1 and World History. Next year, you would take English 2 and American History 1. You don't have to retake every class you were in. You move on from the classes that you passed. So even those of you who may have not gotten any credits this semester, I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to feel like it's the end of the world. Even if you did not get any credits for a semester, you can still graduate on time because there's kind of that 4 credit grace in there. And that's why people can sometimes graduate early, because if you pass every class, you take 8 for 3 years, you'll have 24. You only need 28 to graduate. So I just want to make sure nobody's out there twisting in the wind, feeling hopeless. Like, don't give up. I want everybody to be successful, especially the second semester. Just keep in mind that, it's a little bit different in high school. You just want to keep an eye on your number of credits. You guys can still graduate on time. We don't want anybody to be alarmed and upset. And if If you need some kind of peer tutoring, if you need help, please reach out to your school counselor, your teachers. That's why we are here.
Thank you, Ms. Breaker and Mrs. Bierman. So ninth graders, this ends our class meeting for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to email the appropriate person. And we also would like for you to complete a survey. At the conclusion of this session, I have added the link in the chat box for you, so please capture that link and complete the survey. You all have a wonderful day. Make sure that you complete the question of the day for each of your classes. You should be able to see your second semester schedule in PowerSchool. Have a good day.